Hi, my name is Robert. Please read the comments in the About section of this video. It has valuable information and updates. My YouTube channel has a disclaimer video that I encourage you to watch. And please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you found what you're looking for. Thank you very much for watching. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you and showing you some information about pulling the fuse panel out of the frame of the car. The panel I'm talking about is under here. Open up the hood, access the primary fuses and the relays and stuff in there. I will say this, messing with this fuse panel is like dealing with the nervous system of the car. It's just not easy. The only reason I can really see or justify you totally pulling this fuse panel is if the car had a fire. If the car had a fire and 60-70% of the wire harness was damaged and you're replacing all of the wires in the car, then yeah, pull that fuse panel out. It's got all these wires plugged into it, and you know, it's a big job. I don't know how long it would take, maybe 6-8 hours, you know, I don't know. But if you just got a couple of cracks in the panel, you got a socket or two falling down, you're not going to replace this fuse panel framework just to fix that. This is a seriously big deal. So the fuse panel itself, where all of the fuses go in, those pins are pinned in there. There's probably 70-80 wires in there. You got a wire harness coming from the fuse panel coming over to the ECU brain box. You got a wire harness going the other way down the other side of the car, going to lights and different things like that. You got wires under the dash running the things in the dash. Like I said, it's like the nervous system of the car. Now, as you'll see in this video, you can pull the fuse panel up and out of the car. However, you still got these harnesses hooked up to it. You could get a special tool to unplug all the little wires going into the fuse pins. That'd be a major job, labeling all those, releasing all those, plugging them all back in. It can be done, but it's just going to be a major job. Then from inside the car, you got a wire harness going down into the dash that you can unplug and pull all that stuff up. But it's a big job. So if you're not dealing with a situation where you had a fire or something along that lines, I don't see a reason to pull this fuse panel up unless you're trying to recaulk it. The fuse panel has some kind of sealant caulking around there, and there is a chance that there's leakage in there. However, if you clean out a drain that's right in front of the fuse panel closer to the headlights, you shouldn't have a problem with water leaking down in there. So let me go ahead and get started showing you how to lift this fuse panel up and off the body of the car. In this video, we're going to pull the fuse box panel, the actual panel itself, all of this plastic stuff. First thing you want to do, of course, open the hood and remove this cover after you remove your two gaskets. Take this one off, take the one off here. Remove this piece here. It's got 4 screws, one on each corner. Then you want to take your windshield wiper arms off. 13 there, 13 there. These are T25s. Then you're going to take the T25s loose here, all the way across. Pinch these with the pliers, knock the drain tubes off both sides, and pull this lower window cowl off. Next, I cut the tape on this, took this loose. I'm gonna get in there with, I think, a T15, take those two loose, take these two loose, just to get these wiring harnesses loose. And then if you look down here, down off the side, there's a 10 millimeter here, 10 millimeter here, 10 millimeter here, and I'm gonna see if there's another 10 millimeter there. Pull all 4 of those 10 millimeters. Got these screws out around the sides and the one down here. Now, I believe this box is simply glued down into the car with like window caulking or something. So I'm going to try to pry this up and out, but this piece is latched to the piece down under it, so that whole big wire harness may be moving. I'm here at this 99 S70. I pulled the 410 millimeters, pulled this cowl off. Now I'm gonna try to pry this up, see if it'll come up. Unclip this from there, see if this thing will come up out of here. It is coming up. So I'm gonna undo this to see if I could get it up a little higher, and then I'm going to separate the bottom of this to see if I could unlatch this without breaking it. So let me pull that 15 there, T15 there, and the two T15s under it. As you can see, I was able to get this up, didn't even go inside. So I'm going to try to take this screw out here and the one on the other side out and see if I can separate this top piece, and if that'll let me unlatch this bottom piece from that top piece. Pulled the screw one from the other, got this lower plastic piece off. I can pull that out and out of the way, but I still don't see how that's even gonna matter for me separating this. I don't see how to get that off of there. That separate the top from the bottom. This top piece up here from this piece here. I don't see how to unlatch that yet. I pulled the relays off of the panel. Now I'm gonna try to slide this black collar thing down, get this one out of the way. Of course, if you want some more slack, you may be able to unplug this big wire harness from in the dash somewhere, but I'm not gonna go through that. I'm gonna try to slide this black thing down, see if there's a way to separate this top piece from the bottom piece, if that matters. I'm not even 10 minutes in, I got this pushed down, this up and out. It looks like the way you separate this top from the bottom is get something thin, pry this up, and when you pry this up, you push this back, and that'll let this untooth that. So let me go see if I got something that small. I put this down in here and tried to pry up on it enough so that thing could unlatch, and it just broke off on this side. I pried that piece up far enough. Now I'm hinging this thing forward to try to unlatch it. So let's see if I could get this bottom piece to unlatch from the top. It's going to take two hands, but I'm basically going to spin this piece and push it over that so it could come out of that tooth part there. So I have this basically like this, all of the sockets pointing the same direction. Now I'm going to try to slide it out of there with two hands, and that did work. I got the top loose from the bottom. Again, I don't know what good that does with all of these electrical connectors in there. I do have most of the panel apart. So here you are. The under dash part is apart from the upper dash part. Now, I don't know if you could take those big connectors loose there and pull those wires up out of there. Even if you do, you got a lot of wires coming out of this engine harness, and out of that engine harness that's going into these fuse panels. So if you have a tool, special tool to release these from these pins, and you mark them right, I guess you could take this thing apart and replace it. I don't see how this comes apart from this piece, but I'll mess with it a little bit more, see if that's an option. It doesn't look like it is to me. Well, that's as deep as I'm going to dive on this one here, so I hope this cures some of you guys' curiosity, and I really don't see a easy way to replace this part of the fuse panel if this stuff up here is breaking up on you. So hope that helped. Have a great day. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.